In our design center installation, as I've mentioned before, we have Starwall Classic, we have Starwall Finesse, and we also have the Starwall Vision system. They've actually been designed to integrate together so they can be used on exactly the same parallel wall. This is the front of our boardroom. The full section, as the barn door entrance to it, is designed in the Starwall Vision system. You'll see though that it comes directly up against a Starwall Classic installation. Now when we get creative with using these elements, and because they can be trimmed and fit on site, it's allowed us to be able to do things like eliminate a corner post on occasion by bringing two tempered pieces of glass together. It gives us a complete seamless effect. Part of the architecture though was that we wanted these horizontal lines to actually come through the wall rather than it being two large sheets of glass. That would have been easy. Now we've taken the Starwall trend and we've actually brought it through the glazing system itself to maintain the architectural look that's designed inside. When we come to the Starwall Vision system here, this is where we are asking you to use a tempered glass system rather than a laminated glass. And the reason why is because of the structural component relying on the glass to give it a little bit of solidity. The bottom track, top track, exactly the same, set in with a 10 mil tempered glass system, and then our sliding door. This beautiful barn door allows you to be able to add that architectural element into it. And with our 6-foot brushed chrome pull system, has a full locking mechanism that allows you to be able to lock your sliding and barn door systems. But the secret behind this wall is what I want to show you on the inside. So come on through this way. You'll notice that the track itself becomes the hardware, becomes the barn door rail. Rather than having to add a second element to the wall in order to accommodate the wheels, this barn door system uses what's already integrated into the track. The bottom, a double glide wheel system, the top, a double track hardware system. In today's design, I don't think that there is a better, cleaner way of integrating a barn door or a sliding door system into an office space. Back to Starwall Classic. Again, keep in mind that what makes Starwall wall systems unique is the fact that we can integrate many different types of finishes and materials that are on the market. Common in architecture in our area is what we would refer to as a millwork that's been added to a wall. Very easy to do with drywall, but also very easy to do with Starwall. Here we've taken a finished millwork and actually applied it to the face. We're going to refer to this as Starwall Classic Applied. It allows us to be able to apply to the surface of the wall other types of millwork detail. This is going to allow you to be able to integrate these ideas into some special feature walls, either in boardrooms or foyers. But not all wall systems are vertical. We've been able to take the Starwall Classic corner post and frame detail and actually create a bulkhead right inside the boardroom. This is going to allow you to be able to take some of the horizontal elements and take the same materials and integrate them up. And you know, technology continues to advance. Traditionally, we'd be mounting TVs on the surface of a drywall wall system, and anytime you wanted to access it, frankly, you'd have to cut another hole into the wall. The beauty of the Starwall Classic system is the amount of space that's in between the wall. We actually have a standard LG conventional TV classically set right inside the wall, vented on the inside, lots of room for cable. It allows you to be able to take your media presentation and integrate it directly into the wall. We've also surrounded this particular wall with elements of laminated glass. The cool thing about laminated glass is that you can actually write right on it, afterwards erase those elements, and now it's just simply architecture. One unique thing I want you to notice about this wall, because I'm going to take you to the other side, to highlight one of the special features behind a Starwall wall system. Notice the pattern detail, and the substrate is glass, and the pattern detail is quite architectural on this side. The flip side of this wall, come with me, I want to show you how it changes. Exactly the same wall. just to validate, this is the backside of the AV wall that's actually in the boardroom. You're going to notice, first of all, that the color of the trim is different. Because we actually powder coat the tracking just prior to installation. In this situation, it allowed us to be able to actually put two colors on exactly the same track. The other side being an anodized silver look, this side a very rich dark chocolate brown. The second element that's unique to this wall is that you'll have noticed on the other side many horizontal line details. We actually don't have this on the other side, on this side of the wall. We've taken the opportunity to trim off the interior studs, which allow us to be able to rotate and change the face of the installation of the mediums. The AV side of this wall, glass, this side panel. The unique thing behind a Starwall wall system is actually you can choose from face to face what type of mediums you want to use, be it glass or panel, the shape and design of the pattern in the wall, as well as the color elements. You can choose from face to face.
Okay.
At Starwall, we have a couple of additional aluminum extrusions. One is a 6-inch rail that's going to allow you to be able to build a Starwall door system to any size. This rail, being used for both the sides as well as the top and bottom, allows you to be able to come up with a custom-sized door. You'll notice the vision track up here. We've taken an element of the vision track, as well as the same hardware system now, and actually attached it onto a Starwall Classic frame. This is called Vision Applied, which is taking the vision tracking system and applying it to a classic door. A beautiful, clean, nice glide gives you the sliding door and a great space saver as well too. I've also mentioned Starwall Finesse. It's basically a 1-inch reveal instead of a 1.5-inch reveal. Here you're going to see it with a nice inset channel as well too. Another architectural element that we've been able to add. But what's unique about trimming our wall systems on site is not everything has to be a right angle. Get creative, find ways to be able to take the pattern of the wall and integrate into it the architecture of the wall. In this particular situation, not only do we have standard right angle degrees, but we've also got obscure angles as well too. This allows you to be able to be creative. For Starwall Classic, one of the elements behind it is sometimes embracing the trim as part of the architecture. On this particular installation, we've gone to a vertical pattern rather than horizontal, and using a standard kind of a 2-foot by 4-foot tile pattern allows us to be able to take an industry product such as this veneer wood finish and integrate it and use the actual trim as part of the architecture. Later on, I want to show you a behind the scenes on this wall and how it's all put together. We're constantly looking for creative ways to be able to make our wall expand in terms of its look. In this Starwall Classic installation, we've actually gone ahead and eliminated a standard vertical stud that would be normally used to bring the two sheets of glass together. We've beefed up the glaze of the glass. This is actually an 8mm versus a 6mm. Gives it a little bit more of a structural integrity. But because it's actually in contact with the frame on 3 sides for each of the sheets of glass, we can now use a glazing tape and a polished edge glass and bring them together, giving us a much more expanded version of the Starwall glass front for an office. Some of the other elements you'll see is that glass gives you the opportunity to add other mediums, like a vinyl film installation here. This is sourced out from our local supplier and can really be used to integrate different elements of your corporate image and corporate logos. Now I want to take an opportunity to be able to show you some of the unique ideas we've done with, as you'll recall, our Starwall 2-part corner post system. The way it comes together and allows you to be able to dial the installation in terms of where you want to lock it in. In this cutaway version, now you're going to see it on a full installation version. It allows you to be able to take a standard straight wall and essentially curve it to the environment and set and design in the way you choose. Starwall Classic door. In this particular one, we've actually taken the Starwall Classic door frame and used it as an element for the side light for the door as well too. What's unique about this one is actually we've gone one step further and we've put the side light now on hinges. Using a simple hinge lock, it allows us now to be able to actually open the door to a wider profile. This is an excellent opportunity in some of the government buildings or maybe your community buildings, such as medical facilities, where on occasion you need to be able to move beds or equipment in and out without having to have a larger or wider door profile. Simply use the side line by putting it on a hinge system. And here you're going to get an excellent view of the Starwall hinge attached to the track and to the face of the door here. This adjustable and sustainable hinge will give you lots of creative use in the future.